Have you ever stared into the empty cupboard, your heart pounding with worry, wondering if tomorrow will bring more hunger or a miracle? What if I told you that in those very moments of despair, a simple shift in your thoughts could unlock doors you never knew existed? Most people drown in negativity, letting fear dictate their lives, but they miss the incredible power that turns hardship into hope. If you've ever felt the crushing weight of uncertainty, bills piling up, loved ones suffering, dreams slipping away, this story is your wake-up call. Meet Sara, a devoted mother in a quiet rural village whose world is crumbling under the silence of an absent husband. But through her journey, you'll discover the true power of positivity, not as blind optimism, but as a quiet force that plants seeds of change in the barren soil of doubt. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll see how one woman's mindset transforms starvation into abundance and how you can do the same. It's time to rewrite your story. Let's begin. In a sun-baked village nestled between rolling hills and dusty paths, Sara's humble home stands like so many others: mud walls, a thatched roof, and a small yard where chickens scratch for scraps. At 32, Sara is the heart of this fragile world. Her day is a whirlwind of tending to her 2 children, little Mia, wide-eyed and curious at 5, and baby Tomos, whose cries echoed the emptiness in their pantry. Weeks ago, her husband kissed them goodbye, heading to the bustling city with promises of work and money. But the letters stopped. The coins never came, leaving Sara to stretch meager meals and whisper reassurances she barely believes. As days blurred into weeks, Sara's worry festered like an untreated wound. The empty cupboards mocked her every glance, a stark reminder of her husband's silence. No letters, no money, just the gnawing void. Her children's hungry cries pierced the air. Mia's once playful eyes now hollow with questions Sara couldn't answer, and Tomas's wails a constant echo of their plight. In the dead of night, sleep evaded her, her mind a whirlwind of what-ifs. What if he never returns? What if abandonment is their fate? Resentment brewed like a gathering storm, clouding her thoughts with bitterness toward the city that swallowed him whole. She isolated herself, turning away neighbors' concerned glances, her trembling hands rationing the last crumbs of bread, each portion a dagger of guilt. This was her before, a life trapped in negativity's grip, where financial strain and family uncertainty amplified every fear, leaving her helpless, adrift in a sea of despair that threatened to drown them all. One sweltering afternoon, as Sara portioned out the last of their wilted vegetables, a soft knock echoed at the door. It was Aunt Leila, the elderly neighbor with silver hair and eyes etched by years of quiet wisdom. Noticing Sara's gaunt face and the children's listless play, she insisted on sharing her own scant meal, a few boiled roots and herbs. "Child, your worry is a heavy cloak. Let me lighten it," she said gently, pressing a tiny seed into Sara's palm. "This is more than it seems. Sit with me, and I'll share a story from my youth that planted hope in my barren heart, the true power of positivity." Intrigued, Sara listened, a flicker of curiosity piercing her despair as Aunt Leila began her tale. Aunt Leila's voice softened as she wove her tale. "In my youth, a fierce drought scorched our lands, much like the silence scorching your home now. A farmer, strong like your husband, stared at his cracked fields, despairing. No rain will come. We're doomed. But a wise traveler passed by, saying, 'Plant seeds of hope instead. Envision the rain, affirm the harvest daily. Your thoughts are the first drops.' The farmer scoffed, resistant, his negativity a stubborn weed. Yet he tried. Each morning he whispered thanks for unseen clouds, tended the soil with optimism. Doubts crept in, slip-ups where fear returned, but persistence drew neighbors. Together, they dug channels for distant streams. Miracles bloomed, rain fell, crops thrived. Tying it back, Aunt Leila urged, "Sara, nurture this seed. Visualize abundance for your family. Replace what-ifs with it will be. Start small, affirm daily." Sara hesitated, doubts flooding. But how, when hunger bites? Through gentle dialogue, Aunt Leila guided her, one thought at a time, like planting. It grows. Inspired by Aunt Leila's tale, Sara planted the seed, literally in her yard, symbolically in her heart. Each dawn she affirmed, "Abundance flows to us," shifting from fear's grip to hope's embrace. No longer isolated, she rallied neighbors for a community garden, bartering her sewing skills for seeds and tools. Positivity sparked creativity. She wove baskets to sell, turning scraps into sustenance. Contrast her before, a shadow of worry, with this after, vibrant energy, connections blooming like the garden. Mia's eyes sparkled again. Tomas's cries turned to giggles. Then, the miracle. Her husband returned, job secured, pockets full, moved by Sara's letters of unwavering faith. Their table overflowed, laughter echoing, proving positivity's ripple. One mindset change nourished a family, inspiring all. And so, the moral shines clear. Positivity isn't blind denial of hardship. It's the vital seed that sprouts solutions in life's driest soils, transforming worry into action and scarcity into abundance, just as in the farmer's enduring tale. Here's your takeaway. Each day, plant one positive thought, try gratitude journaling, and pair it with a small step, like reaching out for support. Apply this to your own challenges, and watch hope flourish for you and your loved ones. Like Sara, embrace the power of positivity today. Let it transform your worries into wonders. What's one positive seed you're planting right now? Share in the comments, like this video, subscribe for more uplifting tales, and pass it to someone who needs hope. Thank you for joining me. Your brighter tomorrow blooms from this moment onward.